Hi everyone, finally getting around to doing another video, and I'm trying my son's Xbox headset, very dapper, to see if this improves the sound quality of my videos. Again, please leave a comment below if there's something else that you feel that my videos need to improve so they're easier to follow. That would be great. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make this granny heart, and it isn't my pattern. Daisy Cottage Design is the lady that I found it via, creating these little girls' handbags, and I've lined mine. You can see it's quite pretty, and I've done it in a greeny blue and in a pink. So you can make these hearts in obviously any colour that you want. For these ones I use cotton. I had a lot of drops cotton to use up, and so I did it in varying degrees of colours. I did it in a cream, a fuchsia and a green, but for today's video I'm going to do it in a pink, and this is just a pink that my mother-in-law actually got me from a local shop, and I'm going to be using a white Women's Institute acrylic blend. It's one of my favourite Women's Institute. You can get those from Hobbycraft. And for the very centre I'm going to be using a Knitcraft again by Hobbycraft, and this one's a cotton. I do prefer to crochet in cotton, these sorts of things. I think it looks prettier than wool, but we're going to give it a go today with acrylic wool blends for the most part, and see how. Hello everyone, I have a feeling that my previous video is quite long-winded, and if you are an advanced crocheter and you'd like to create this granny square and you're in the UK, I thought I would create a quicker video so that you can just crack on and get on with the project. So you need your choice of yarn. I'm using 3 different colours of double knit. You need a 5mm crochet hook, darning needle and a pair of scissors. Okay, so let's get cracking. To begin, create your slip knot, whichever way you're most comfortable doing it, and chain 3. Then we're going to be working into that first chain, and we're going to create 12 treble crochets into that first chain, and if you go through both loops it will stop it opening up on you as you're doing these. Create your 12 trebles and meet me back here. Okay, so I've created my 12 trebles, and what I'm going to do is slip stitch into the top of the first treble created, but rather than finish off with this yarn now, I like to bring in my new yarn at the end of this row and work it in during the next row to make it easier. Not so many ends to sew in. So slip stitch with the new colour, and I like to tie a knot just there to hold it all in place. I'm going to snip off the yellow as I don't need it anymore and move that yarn out of the. Okay, so to start round 2 we're going to chain 3, and we're going to be working some clusters, and these are double treble crochet clusters. If you want the US terminology, please look at my more in-depth video or follow the links below for the written patterns. Yarn over twice, insert your hook and pull up a loop, go through 2, go through 2 and stop there because we're going to do a cluster. So we're going to yarn over twice again, insert into the space, go through 2, go through 2, and that's our first 3, our chain and our 2 double trebles, and we're going to go through all 3 to create our first cluster. Then we're going to chain 2. Now all the rest of the clusters around are going to be the same as this next one, all double trebles. So you yarn over twice, insert your hook and pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2 and stop there. Then yarn over twice again and create your next double treble into the same stitch, 3 loops on your hook, and the final one into the same stitch. So each one across is going to have 3 treble crochets into it, and this is left over from your previous cluster and your chains. I'm going to go through all 4 loops, and we're going to chain 2. I'm going to show you that one more time. 3 double treble crochets into each stitch around, but you stop so you don't close it off after each one. So basically you do a treble and wait for the end of all of the cluster stitches. There we go, 4, and through them all, and chain 2. So if you work all the way around the rest of your circle, and I'll meet. Okay, so I've just finished my 12th cluster. I've chained 2, and I'm going to join it by slip stitching into the top of the first stitch created, but as I like to join in my new yarn, I'm going to do that now to finish that row off, and tie a knot to secure it. Snip the white that I don't need anymore and move that out of the way, and that's the end of row 2. Okay, so to start the next row, if you have joined the yarn like me, you need to slip stitch into the next space across. If you're starting with a new colour of yarn, you need to join it here. Then we're going to start off by chaining 1 and doing 1 treble crochet into the same space. So yarn over once, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2, and then we're going to chain 1 more. Then we're going to work into the next space across. We're going to do 3 double treble crochets. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2. We need to do 2 more of those into that same space. And we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do 3 more double treble crochets into the same space. Remember, if you want a slower video or more detailed description or a US version, please look at the other video that I've got that creates these granny squares. I just wanted to create a quicker version for the more experienced crocheters without all my waffle. So chain 1 after that, then into the next space across, the next cluster space, we're going to do 3 half double treble crochets. So yarn over twice, insert your hook and pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 3, and do 2 more of those. On a total of 3. Okay, so then we're going to chain 1, and into the next space we're going to do 3 trebles. So yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2, and do 2 more of those, and chain 1, and 3 trebles into the next space, chain 1, and 3 trebles into the space after that. And chain 1. Then into this next space is going to be the bottom of our heart, so we need to work a symmetrical amount of stitches. So we're going to do 1 half double treble crochet. So yarn over twice, insert your hook and pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2, and yarn over and go through 3. Then we're going to do 2 double treble crochets, yarn over twice, insert your hook and pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2, and yarn over and go through 2. Do 1 more double treble crochet into that same space, and then we're going to be working the opposite side. I need to chain 2 to make the tip, and then we're going to do 2 double treble crochets, so yarn over twice, go through 2, go through 2, go through 2, and another one, making 2 double treble crochets, and then we're going to do a half double treble crochet, so yarn over twice, insert your hook, go through 2, and yarn over and go for the final 3, and we're going to chain 1 to finish the end of our heart. And then moving back onto the other side, we need to do into the next cluster 3 trebles, chain 1, 3 trebles into the next space, chain 1, then into the next space 3 more trebles, and chain 1. And see, we're coming back up the other side now. Okay, so now we're going to do 3 half double treble crochets into this next space, so yarn over twice, insert your hook and pull up a loop, yarn and go through 2, yarn over and go through 3, and remember we need 3 of those into that same space. Okay, and chain 1. Then in the next space we're going to do 3 double treble crochets, so yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2, do 2 more of those, same space. Let's get some more yarn. That's the 3. Then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do 3 more double treble crochets into that same space. And then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to finish off by going into that very first cluster where we joined in, or we slip stitched, and we're going to create 1 treble, sorry, excuse me, my yarn's got tangled, one treble, and a double crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and go through both. Now we don't need to join to the previous row on this pattern, but I'll show you in the next section of the video how we carry it. Okay, so you can see that the heart is starting to form now, and we've got another row to do. So what we're going to do is in the first space, we're going to work in between the spaces. Let me show this on the camera, into the spaces created on the previous row. So into that first space we're going to create 2 double crochets, so insert, pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, and then we're going to create a half treble, so we yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through 3 loops, yarn over and go through all 3, and then we're going to chain 1. Then in between the 2 double trebles we created on the previous row, the 2 clusters of them, we're going to create 3 treble crochets. We're going to chain 1, do 1 treble in the same space, and then we're going to do 1 half double treble, yarn in over twice, same space, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 3. Then we're going to do a double treble, so yarn over twice, same space, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through the final 2, and we're going to chain 1, and that's going to create the arch at the top of the heart on the left side. Then into the next space we're going to create 5 double treble crochets. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2, and do 4 more of those into the same space. That's 4, one more. And that's our 5th one. And we're going to chain 1. Moving on to the next space, we're going to do a double treble crochet. Yarn over twice, insert your hook and go through 2, go through 2, go through 2. Then we're going to do a half. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and go through all 3. Then we're going to do a treble. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and we're going to chain 1. The next space along we're going to do 3 trebles. And chain 1. Let's get some more yarn. The next space across, 3 trebles again. This is working down the side of the heart. Chain 1, and next space across, 3 trebles. Chain 1. Now we're getting to the bottom. Here we do 3 trebles. Going to chain 2, and then we're going to be working the reverse. 3 trebles again into that same space. That will create a tip at the bottom of the heart. There we go. We're going to chain 1. Then we're going to do 3 trebles into the next space. Chain 1, 3 trebles into the next space. Let's get some more yarn again. Chain 1, and lastly 3 trebles into this next space. Chain 1, and we're going to do a treble into the next space, followed by a half double treble crochet. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over and go through 2, and yarn over and go through 3. Okay, then we're going to do a double treble into the same space, and we're going to chain 1. And then we're going to move over to the next space, and we're going to do 5 double treble crochets. It's yarn over twice, insert your yarn over and go through 2, go through 2, go through 2. We need 4 more of those into the same space. That's 4. I need some more yarn. And this is the 5th one. There we go. And then we're going to chain 1. We're going to do 1 double treble crochet into the next space. Then we're going to do a half double crochet, double treble crochet. Then we're going to do a treble, a treble, and then we're going to chain 1. We're going to do 3 trebles into the same space. Sorry, I'm doing double trebles now. 3 trebles, 1, 2 and 3. And we're going to chain 1. Then into this space we're going to do a half treble, and we're going to do 2 doubles. And then we're going to slip stitch into the centre of the heart. So the centre of those 2 in the middle there. And yarn over and pull up and snip your yarn. And there we have it done. A speedy granny square with a sunburst centre. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any recommendations for improvements to my videos, please leave it in the comment below. And if you've liked it, please give me a like below and share the video. Thank you very much.